Hello there boys and girls, welcome to Scottish Geeks. It's time to do another spoiler review of Doctor Who. Yes, that's the one. That was a weird thing to do right there. That's just one of those things, I just do things like that. Anyway, this was The Woman Who Lived. Now, as you all know from last week's episode, Maisie Williams was in it as a Shielder. Now, we do know we're going to be visiting Shielder just now, so when we get into the episode, it's pretty much damned obvious who the highwayman is going, stand and deliver, in a weird funky voice with a weird demony thing behind her. Weird demony thing comes up later. Anyway, so the Doctor appears in the TARDIS and he goes and he wants to rob the people as well, but he doesn't really give a damn, and he does his whole, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening, were you saying something? I'll listen this time, honestly. So she goes and she says she's going to kill him, etc. I'm sorry, I wasn't listening again. I may have gotten that impression, blah 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 blah. Moving on, they discover each other again, and Ashilda, who is now called Lady Me, that's right, M-E, Me, thinks that the Doctors came back to see her, but it was basically just a coincidence. Now, as we all know, there's no such thing as coincidence in the Doctor Who timeline. It's just one of those things that don't exist. So, they go back and she tells them about her life and how she can't remember who she was, but in actual fact she probably can, even though her human brain does not have the capacity to contain all the memories that she has gathered through the years. Ergo, she writes them down and tears out pages she doesn't want to remember. Moving on. So basically they're after this amulet. The two of them are after this amulet. Something called the Hades gem or something. So they basically get it, and Ashilda / Me wants it for her brand new friend Lenny the Lion. Yes, you heard me right, Lenny the Lion. Thundercats ho and all that. So Ashilda basically being 14 and all that. We'll get to that part later on. Wants to open this gate so she can go travelling. She's asked the Doctor countless times if he'll take her. He says no, they don't explain why. Well, they do, but it's complicated. So Lenny the Lion promises her that he'll whisk her away to new worlds and stuff like that. And we all know that these villains never do what they're going to do. So moving on, we've already met a guy called Sam Swift, or Sam the Swift, and the Doctor and Me defeat him, etc. But he's going to be hanged. So they decide that he'd be the perfect death to use to open this Hades gate to other worlds and all that. So he starts to do all this humour and stuff, notices the Doctor, and apparently invents the Doctor joke, you know, Doctor, don't leave me hanging kind of thing. And of course the Doctor then tries to save him, but Ashilda, Me, decides at that point that no, he'd be the perfect one to die. So she puts the amulet onto him, draining his life energy and opening up the gateway. But lo and behold, Lenny the Lion, he decides that, you know what, no, I want to bring my family in to kill everyone. And Ashilda decides that, this might not be that great an idea. So she decides to give the second immortality chip to Sam Swift. Plop. Gate closes, Lenny's dead. Done, dusted, whatever. So that's basically the entirety of the episode, but then we move on to the bit where they're talking about, you know, immortality and how people's lives are fleeting, like mayflies, etc., and life is worth living, etc. It's so, they're trying to get very, very deep in it, but I don't think the target audience is going to get that, but I think that a lot of people are actually going to enjoy that fact of, you know, this is what the Doctor's existence is. He is eternal and decided that even though life is fleeting for everyone else, he wants to make it the best he can to save the lives, no matter how brief they may be. So we move on, and Clara's not been in the entire episode. It makes us think that, you know, Clara's gone and possibly Maisie Williams is going to be the new companion. It would have made sense, but she would have been very irritating, you know, very, very philosophical and metaphysical and everything like that. It would have got grating after a while. So we go back and Clara's talking to him. He's playing the guitar again. I love the Doctor playing the guitar. The guitar part is awesome. So she talks to him, tells him that he helped someone get an A, and she made a selfie for him. He looks at the selfie, decides he wants a Ferrari instead, but looks at it anyway, and who is in the background? But it's weird saying me, because it sounds like I'm saying me, but it's not me, it's me. Ashilda. Ashilda's in the background anyway, looking a bit like a punk. So he looks at it and he kind of, I'm just going to completely ignore this entire fact. When do you want to go now, Clara? And of course the Clara music appears, and I really don't think she's got that much time left. I'll be honest with you, I reckon a couple more episodes and she'll be gone, because it seems to be getting to that point. They're explaining death quite a lot this season, and I think it's to try and soften the blow for the youngsters who are watching it. Anyway, what did you guys think of this episode? I'm going to put a poll up there. Yeah, there's going to be a poll up there. There's going to be a little circle thing with a little eye and a dot on it, like an exclamation mark. They're cards, and I'll put a couple of polls in there. I want you guys to just basically answer the polls and put comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and until next time, I'll catch you later. But until then, bye bye.